So one of the areas that you touched on was IAM, right? Because that is like the key ingredient for connecting the whole organization together. So I'm curious, like when it comes to IAM, what are the five key questions that should be considered when setting it up properly?
Mhm. So I think it's less around the five key questions around setting up IAM, as it's more around what's the types of data being used in your organization and how do teams use it.
Mm-hmm.
In the past, security has always kind of stayed on the sidelines and tried to implement controls without understanding how they impact the business. And as we talked about before, organizations won't accept that anymore. It's far too easy for an individual to purchase a new cloud application using their credit card or
Mm-hmm.
using discretionary funds than it used to be. We used to have pretty heavy roadblocks in the deployment of new ERP systems or communication systems, and now with cloud computing, all those roadblocks have gone away. So the questions I think that we need to be asking as an IT team or a security team are: do we understand how the business is using this information? Do we understand how they need to gain access to it,
Mm-hmm.
when they should be accessing it, and what the risk is associated with that? And then working with the business units to implement appropriate controls to give the right people, yeah, access to the right information at the right time. Now, this concept
Mm-hmm.
is really starting to be codified under the idea of a zero trust networking. And so, as
Right.
we begin looking at a zero trust strategy, right, for organizations, I think you'll find, and certainly our peers in the industry, including CISA, the Cybersecurity and Infrastructure Security Agency,
Mm-hmm.
have identified that identity is the first step
Right.
towards a zero trust architecture.
Yeah, I totally agree there. Like identity, it's a joint effort from the entire organization, right? Like setting it properly and setting the goals and stuff like that. Makes sense.